Today we're working on the fourth and final movement of the Marcello Sonata, the Presto. Welcome back. Welcome to the studio. My name is Cassie and I'm a professional violist and teaching artist. So today we're going to work through a few technical things in that fourth movement. We'll go measure by measure, so you might want to have a pencil ready. Then we'll do a slow playthrough and a fast playthrough. So let's get to it. Right from the beginning, we have these thirds that are 16th notes. So I could just practice them at tempo, and sometimes my fingers will get it and sometimes they'll flub over each other. So if you're somebody that has trouble playing fast notes, I'm going to give you a little trick. I'm going to take the same notes, but I'm going to change up the rhythms. So instead of just doing straight 16th notes, I'm going to change the rhythm to the long, short. So my first note's going to be long, set the next note, short, set, set, set. Let's try that again. This is the long, short version. Set, 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 set. Now it's really important that as soon as I say set, your finger goes down. The exercise is less effective if you're not immediately setting that coming finger. So now that we've done the long, short version, we're going to flip that around to short, long. Set, 1, 2, 3, open. Let's try that again. Short, long. 1, 2, 3, open. So now that you get the idea about that rhythm, you can do that anytime you have a 16th note passage, and we've got plenty of them in this movement. So I'm going to move on. We're going to start from the beginning, and if we come to something, we'll stop and we'll talk through it. So right from the beginning, this is very under tempo. Stop your bow to re-articulate. Stop bow. Same idea as in the previous movement, it's more, less. So we don't want to whack the ending of a phrase. These next two notes are also short. Lift a little bit on that up bow, reset for the down bow. So I'll demonstrate that one more time. Lift, set. Lift, set. Short, short. 1 and stop. Trill starts from above. Now we're going to go on to the second ending this time, but in the playthrough we'll do both of those endings. So this is the last note of the second ending. Moving on. Stop your bow. Short, short. I'm going to shift here to a 2. So that's a shift from first position to third position with our second finger. In your part, you might have a different fingering indicated. For me, this one's easier. If the one that's indicated is easier for you, then by all means do that one. So I'm starting at that forte pickup one more time, that passage that we just did. Shift. Stop your bow, shift back. Short, short. Now we're going to stay quiet here. Short, short. Now over this E is indicated a little squiggly mark. That's a turn. So I'm going to play E, F sharp, E. And it's the same for each subsequent measure. So in the next measure we've got D with a little squiggly mark. That's just D, E, D. In the next measure in 33, it's C. So it's C with fourth finger D. So let's try that. We're going to do that piano pickup. Turn. Now here we come to triplets, and the common mistake here in the triplets is that you just go too fast. So when we play through, we're going to use the metronome. Just watch yourself on that. So the triplets tend to go too fast, and then the 16th notes in the next measure tend to go too slow. So metronomes help for practicing that. I'm starting right in measure 34 on that triplet. In measure 38, we've got another turn. Short, short. Trill starts from 2. And now in measure 40, they have indicated a shift to third position. Shift. Which you can do. I just prefer staying in first position. So I'm starting in 40, but I'm just doing it in first. We've got another turn here. Open, 1, open. Trill starts from 2. Now in measure 45, we've got 16th notes, and we've got quick shifts, and we've got giant string crossings. So there's lots to practice here. So we're going to start very slowly in 45. Shift. Now here, make sure your bow elbow lifts and helps bring you to the C string. Bow elbow up. Double stops to end it off. I'm going to set my 1 on the D string first. My 2 goes right next door for that C. Now it's open and 1 on the A string. Trill is 1 open. Stop your bow to re-articulate. And that brings us to the end. Now that we've worked through some of the technical things in this piece, we're going to do our slow playthrough. My metronome is set to 60, and that's the quarter note. And we will do the first and second endings for the first half of the piece. I'll count 1 and 2, and we'll begin. 1 and 2. Playthrough or at tempo playthrough, and you can go faster if you want to. I'm just going to stay at 96 because I think that's a really comfortable tempo. So 96 is the quarter note, and same thing, I'll count 1, 2, 1, and we'll begin. 1, 2, 1. I hope you've enjoyed working on it. If there's anything that I didn't cover in the video, anything that you're struggling with, post that in the comments below. I really enjoy trying to help from afar. As always, thank you so much for joining me, and happy practicing.